somewhere a long time ago in the distant future or just now. The universe brought forth intelligent, conscious beings. And space and time were swaying. And the beings thought of things to achieve what they desired. And the ocean of space and time continued to billow. And the beings gave form to matter in order to achieve what they demanded, and they invented ways and means to satisfy their cravings. And the ways were hard, and the means martial. Science developed very quickly on the planet Joran, and so its inhabitants found a way to largely overcome the gravity of their own world at a very early stage. Since the use of this technology was extremely costly, it was used almost exclusively in the military sector. After tentative steps in its implementation, the technology developed rapidly and increasingly powerful war machines took to the skies. And as the weapons grew, so did the conflicts, which soon extended beyond battles in the air. Although the smaller nations in the southern hemisphere were far ahead technologically, it was initially the Haleon Empire, which dominated the northern hemisphere, that launched massive attacks on the southern territories, presumably believing that it had to preempt a war of annihilation by the south. But the response was not long in coming. The nations of the south who had united to the independent circle a long time ago went to war against the Haleon Empire under one flag, a war that would last 25 years. But let me start from the beginning. In the Empire of Haleon, Prince Haleon Kham was born the son of Emperor Hali Somputa and his concubine Farathmali. From the outset, he was prepared with the utmost rigor for his future role as ruler of the Haleon Empire. As tradition dictated, he was trained as a capable warrior under constant military drill. There was hardly any room left for cultural education, and his social and historical instruction was limited to the monism of the established ruling system. Already on the day of his enthronement, he swore in his military for a war of aggression against the peoples of the South, whom he deeply despised because of their matriarchal and pluralistic social order. And so the war machine rolled forward and fate took its course. Around the same time as Prince Haleon, the seventh incarnation of the Golden Ruler was born. The Golden Ruler was genetically engineered. This process of conception was reserved solely for her, and she was born with mental, lymphatic, and physical abilities many times superior to those of the normally born. As was custom, she was initially raised by a fishing couple. After reaching puberty, the Sisterhood of the Circle took over her education. They taught her a broad spectrum of knowledge, as well as martial arts and artistic expression. After completing her training, she assumed leadership of the states of the Independent Circle. She chose a protector who was responsible for all military affairs and was sworn to absolute obedience to her. The Southern military was recruited from a manageable number of excellently trained warriors. The lack of a large armed force was very successfully compensated for by the use of advanced technologies that enabled extensive automation of the war machine. The art of war was also highly regarded throughout the South. However, it was seen as a sad necessity. As the war between the Empire of Haleon and the states of the Independent Circle entered its 25th year, it became obvious that the aggressor was immediately facing defeat. The Empire had already lost large territories due to defection within its own ranks, and its resources in both personnel and material were virtually exhausted. There was also the fear that the Independent Circle, contrary to its intention, would soon resort to using its most powerful weapons of mass destruction. The North truly had nothing left to oppose this. And so, with a heavy heart, the Emperor decided to comply with the demands of the Independent Circle. He boarded his cloud ship and traveled south to negotiate the terms for ending the war. Upon arrival, he was kindly received by the Golden Ruler and her current protector. During the talks, he agreed to admit his defeat and cease hostilities. However, he insisted on continuing to represent his empire, even though abdication had been suggested to him. Accordingly, a ceremony was held, in which he symbolically laid down his arms. Seemingly reconciled with the world, he boarded his cloud ship to begin the journey home. He was puzzled and amused by the civilized composure of his adversaries and the effeminate gesture of forgiveness as he interpreted the laying on of hands. Had his teachers paid more attention to his general education, he would have understood the judgment that had been passed upon him, and so he died unaware. Since the Northern military refused to accept the surrender of their late ruler, the Independent Circle immediately launched a massive attack against the remaining forces of the Empire. Any resistance was met with the use of atomic bombs and quantum rippers, with devastating results. hardships of war, the people of the north were all too willing to turn their backs on their regime and join the independent circle. And so the Golden Ruler was celebrated frenetically during her visits. A 2,000-year peace under the leadership of the Golden Ruler dawned. But 2,000 years are but a drop in the ocean of time, and calm is followed by storm.